Powered by the 2013 C-Max, the official car of CES.
Alright guys, here we are at CES at the Sony booth. Just take a look around, this is awesome. It's got these lights and stuff, it's like mesmerizingly awesome. But we're going to take a look at the Sony Xperia and, phones, as well as all the other stuff that Sony's coming out with. Let's go ahead and take a walk around. And apparently it's waterproof. How awesome is that? They're totally cool with dipping in the water. That's pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. I wonder how well it's going to hold up to a drop test.
So here we go.
Let's go ahead and
Xperia Z. What do you want to know? Ask away.
What kind of processor are we talking here? What's the screen like? Let's go ahead and
Processor, 1.5 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon processor.
Okay.
So everything you're going to come to expect.
Nice.
Full 5-inch size.
I noticed that it said it was a 1080p screen.
Correct. 1080p. All the way across. HD all the way.
Wow. That's pretty awesome. What operating system is it running?
Android, of course.
4.2 or, you know?
4. I know it's 4.1. I'm sure.
Oh, okay, 4.1. All right.
4.2. Of course, we can jump on there
eventually. Yeah.
One of the things they're talking about is the build quality.
Okay.
Obviously, this from the explanation you had up there.
Yep.
Water and dust resistance.
Yep.
I know you guys said you took some.
Yeah, we got a shot of that
of the dunking tank they got up front for the phone.
Yep.
So highest level of water and dust resistance on any smartphone out there.
Okay.
Sauna, shower, pool, no problem. Some of the market research they had done. Number one problem of destruction of phones. Drop in the toilet.
Drop into the toilet. That's funny.
Or water problems.
How do you charge it if there's no port? Is there a port or
port on the side?
Oh, right here. Okay, but it's waterproof port.
This is a waterproof port. Also has the classic micro USB. And everything is sealed.
So you can transfer it.
So that you can have that water resistant capability. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Do you know how much this weighs compared to the competitors? It seems very light.
I don't.
It's also very thin.
Yeah, it's very thin.
13 megapixels?
13 megapixel camera.
All right.
Has the Exmor RS technology for low light capability.
Okay. And I noticed that you said it was HDR video up
Correct.
there? HDR video and photo.
And photo, of course.
By default. Which is an awesome thing to come by default.
That's right.
What's the battery life going to be like, you know?
Battery life, I'm trying to remember exact battery spec. Let me look it up so I don't get it wrong.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it's totally understandable.
But I want to get it right. Yeah, 2400 milliamp battery.
Okay, 2400. That's pretty good. That's
pretty solid.
That's certainly more than comes normally in most phones.
Correct.
So that's pretty good. Awesome. Well, it seems very smooth interface. And obviously it's got some special interfacing that Sony's put on here that's not standard with Android, so that's to be expected. But the interface seems very smooth, very cool.
What else? Of course, NFC, along with ridiculous amounts of NFC accessories that we're going to show you.
Explain the NFC a little bit.
NFC is near field communication. The way I like to explain what NFC is for is to take what we're already doing with our phones, make it simpler.
Okay.
So instead of, for example, the way you used to pair with say a Bluetooth headset, you go into your settings, you gotta hold the volume up, down, for 3 seconds, whatever. None of that. All you're gonna have to do, tap. You're done.
It's synced.
The NFC kind of enables the little handshake of the Bluetooth.
Right.
Pairs it together with just a tap.
That sounds really awesome. That's something that I think a lot of people will start to use in the near future. They just have to, as soon as people start getting those accessories and phones that are enabled, they're yeah, it's going to change the game. But very cool. Is there any other additional things? Let's go ahead and take a look at the ports, I guess. We've got the power right here.
Got a power. We do have a dock that goes with that. We've got that right over here.
Okay, we got micro SD right here, so it's got a micro SD slot. I can read it.
Micro SD slot.
Looks like it's a little tricky sometimes to open these, which is good.
It's definitely a little tricky, but that's
to be expected when you want it
to have it be waterproof.
Right. Okay. So there's micro USB, micro SD.
Headphone jack on the top.
Yep. Let's see if I can get that up. There we go. Got it.
There we go.
Headphone jack. All right. That looks a little bit different. Is that capable of holding more than one type of headphone jack, or
yes?
It can hold. What kind of a headphone it's going to hold?
Don't know.
Don't know, but it looks different.
They made it forward compatible. So
okay.
this way a little bit.
So it's got like kind of a It's got some springs in there that might let it fit new due to different kinds of headphones.
I haven't heard anything specific about what it's going to do or what options you might have with that. Obviously, it's there, so they're planning on something.
Okay. And then
SIM card slot on the side.
SIM card slot. And then a volume rocker and power button.
Correct.
It looks like we got a speaker port right there.
Speaker port, lanyard capability right here on the corner.
Okay, for a little strap if you want it. And there you go. That's I guess with a camera and a flash on the back. Right there. So looks like a mic right there. Well, excellent. Thank you for taking us through an overview on the Xperia Z. We're excited about it, and I will thank you very much for your time.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Thanks to Ford.